What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Nash here. Welcome back to the channel. Today's WWE news. I was gonna get this in on Friday, but we had the ban list come out. So today's WWE news video basically is what I had said on Friday. I'm basically gonna be talking about WWE going to be introducing a new championship that will be revealed this Thursday on NXT UK. AJ Styles aiming to retire when his current contract ends, as well as a major update for Hell in a Cell, and also there was something else, but I'll probably reveal it once I have found it. I don't remember where it was, but those are the three main topics I'll be talking about today. So let's kick this off with the first one, WWE introducing a new championship. This actually involves NXT UK. Now, obviously, as you guys know, the entire NXT brand has a total of 8 championships. They have the NXT Championship, the NXT Women's Championship, the NXT United Kingdom Championship, the NXT UK Women's Championship, the North American Championship, the Cruiserweight Championship, and both the NXT and the NXT UK Tag Team titles. However, it was reported it was announced this past Thursday on the final NXT UK, before things got back up and running for them, that there is going to be a brand new tournament for NXT UK. It was known as the NXT UK Heritage Cup. It's a tournament that will actually feature 8 superstars, 8 of the top superstars from NXT UK. And this was posted literally just a few days ago. Again, I wanted to talk about it and get a little more in depth with it. But of course, we did have the ban list. So big shout outs to Nate Craver from Wrestle Talk for this article. So again, WWE announced a new tournament for the NXT UK brand called the Heritage Cup, which is a tournament that will begin this Thursday on NXT UK's relaunch episode. Obviously, you guys know with the big obviously with the bullshit that's been going on in the world, NXT UK kind of plummeted, literally. And WWE has announced that in addition to being crowned the winner of the tournament, the winner will also be named the champion. So I believe they're going to have a championship title for them. I'm not entirely sure. Each of these matches will be held under British rounds rules. So if you guys are not familiar with that, this was first introduced to WWE several months ago, back when Cassius Ohno was still under NXT UK, and it was him against Sid Scala under British rounds rules, because obviously Sid Scala and Johnny Saint thought that he's disrespecting what British wrestling is about. So if you guys are not familiar with the British rounds rules, the rules are simple. All matches will consist of 6 3-minute rounds. All matches are 2 out of 3 falls. Falls can be won by pinfall, submission, or countout. Once a fall occurs, the round ends. The match ends once a wrestler has won 2 falls. In the event of a disqualification or a knockout, the match instantly ends without the need for 2 falls. If all 6 rounds are completed, whoever is ahead on falls wins the match. There will be a 20-second break between each round. So if you guys, again, it's 2 out of 3 falls, but there will be 6 3-minute rounds. And then of course after each round, there will be a 20-second break. Not a whole lot of time, but it gives you a little bit of time to implement your strategy. And as far as we know, there have been 7 superstars named. There's been Flash Morgan Webster, Noam Dar, Alexander Wolf, A-Kid, Dave Mastiff, Trent Seven, and Joseph Connors. I've heard rumors that that there's going to be one more person, and from what I understand, I've been hearing rumors that it's supposed to be none other than actually Eddie Dennis. Either Eddie Dennis or Jordan Devlin, the other Cruiserweight champion. Because if you guys remember, we have two Cruiserweight champions. We have Jordan Devlin, and we also have Santos Escobar, who won the title several months ago during that tournament. And here's a major kicker. Following the tournament, the NXT UK Heritage Cup will be defended as a championship under the same rules. So again, under British Rounds rules. That's incredible. Okay, so as far as the tournament goes, I think the odds-on favorite has hands down has to go to Trent Seven, because obviously Trent Seven has been under these types of rules before in during his days on the independent scene, and from the reports that I've read, and honestly, given the fact that he has more experience than every single other person combined, that says a lot. So honestly, I'm very curious to know how this is going to turn out. I'm curious about how, or rather, who will take the trophy. But whoever does, I can guarantee you they're going to defend that trophy with honor. I have no doubt about it. Honestly though, but my thoughts on it, I think hands down, I think either Trent Seven or Alexander Wolf should take it, in my personal opinion. Alright, you guys, AJ Styles aiming to retire. Yeah, shockingly enough, AJ Styles wants to retire when his contract ends. Shoutouts to Andy Dadson from Wrestle Talk. Despite being 43, AJ Styles remains one of the greatest wrestlers on the planet, consistently having brilliant matches with almost anyone WWE puts in front of him. Something other than brilliant matches that he has become famous for lately is revealing all during his Twitch streams, something WWE is definitely thrilled about. His latest revelation is that he is planning to retire once his current contract with WWE is over. It's been known for some time that Styles didn't want to wrestle past a certain age, and with a young family, you can understand why. As one of WWE's top stars, you can bet they'll be offering him millions of dollars to reconsider in about 3 years when his contract is about to expire. As noted, Styles wants to be able to spend more time with his family. Styles noted that he hasn't been able to watch his son play varsity football since moving to SmackDown on Friday nights, and while Styles should probably have realized this, it's nice to see that he wants to be a good dad. Styles is likely one of the several WWE stars who were angered by WWE's recent ban on wrestlers using third-party services to make extra money on the side. So perhaps this has helped him make a decision regarding his future retirement plans. Okay, so obviously one of the big things that it says here is third-party services. Obviously, YouTube, Twitch, and whatnot. If you do use them for WWE superstars, you have to go by your actual name. So for Xavier Woods, since he has Up Up Down Down, he goes by his real name, which is obviously Austin Creed. If for instance, if I were to use Twitch at some point down the road while I'm in WWE, well, that's if I get there anyway, I would have to use my actual name, which obviously you guys know. If you guys have seen my videos since day one, you'll know that I used to use my actual name, which is obviously Nick Williams. But I've went by Nash for so long, I've gotten used to it. You guys are probably wondering about and I know you guys are thinking that I got it from an anime or something like that. Honestly, I've went by that name for such a long time. I never really used it on YouTube up until the last couple years. So so if I were to have a secondary YouTube channel that is affiliated with WWE, I would use Nash, obviously. And then of course for Adam Cole, he would use his actual name, which I believe is indeed Adam Cole. Again, honestly though, having wanting seeing AJ Styles wanting to retire at his age, I think it's awesome. I think he wants. I think he wants to do something outside of WWE, which is obviously be with his family, watch his son play varsity football, which is incredible. That's incredible. Which is incredible. Kudos to him. Kudos to him. Big shout out. I could definitely see that. I could definitely see him retiring within the next few years, but you never know. But knowing AJ Styles, you never know. You honestly, you never know what can happen. We may see him compete at 50 years old, like the Undertaker has done. But honestly, you never know. But given the fact that he's had a lot of success in WWE, that says a lot. I mean, he's a 2-time WWE champion. He's a former Intercontinental champion, and he's also a 3-time United States champion as well. And he was He was one of the finalists of the Tuwaiq Mountain Gauntlet from back in February. So, and also in his debut match, which was obviously back at the Royal Rumble, he lasted over 33 minutes to my understanding. That says a lot about AJ Styles, so I could definitely see that happening. But again, this is AJ Styles. You never know. You never know. But if he does retire, thank you, AJ Styles, for everything, for your contributions for the wrestling business. Big fan. I'm a big fan. Alright, you guys. So apparently, the date for Hell in a Cell has changed. So shoutouts to Brian Joyce for this one. Obviously from Wrestle Talk. Hell in a Cell is now okay, seriously? Thank you. Hell in a Cell is now on the horizon as WWE's next pay-per-view after Clash of Champions. WWE had not held a pay-per-view scheduled for the month of October. Okay, seriously, these guys need to fucking go. Thank you. However, that has now changed. The pay-per-view was originally scheduled to take place on November 1st, 2020. However, Dave Meltzer of the Wrestling Observer newsletter is now reporting that the show's date has been moved to October 25th as of this writing. No reason has been given. There has been speculation that the change may have something to do with WWE's deal with the Amway Center. Their current agreement is set to expire on October 31st. However, it was previously reported that WWE's deal is very good and can be extended if mutually agreed upon with 2 weeks' notice. Last year's Hell in a Cell pay-per-view drew harsh criticism of WWE due to the main event. This was the match where Seth Rollins bludgeoned The Fiend to the point where the referee called off the match. Meltzer called it maybe the worst main event in wrestling history, where the fault did not go to the superstars. Yeah, so obviously over the last couple years, the main event for Hell in a Cell has been trash, like literal trash. Like I remember, let me go back. Let me go to Hell in a Cell last year. Yeah, literally. I actually talked about that on during the Hell in a Cell results video, which you guys can check out. Seth, obviously at that time, Seth Rollins was the Universal Champion, and his mind went berserk. He was out. He snapped because of the Fiend. Seth Rollins snapped drastically, and it got to the point where he used a sledgehammer on top of a toolbox, on top of a ladder, on top of a chair, on top of the Fiend. And we all thought that completely destroyed him entirely, but the Fiend literally kicked out. literally got up and attacked Seth Rollins, which that was that was just pure trash. And then of course, with Hell in a Cell 2018, it was bad. It was bad because Braun Strowman had cashed in his Money in the Bank contract in 2018 against Roman Reigns for the Universal title, which ended with Brock Lesnar ripping the door off his hinges. Thus he attacked both Strowman and Reigns, and the match came to an end. I'm not so sure how they're gonna mix the cell itself with the what you call it? Ooh, ow! Excuse me. With the WWE Thunderdome, considering the fact that that the Thunderdome is it looks pretty small in my honest opinion. It looks kind of small. Which again, honestly, I don't know. I don't know how that's gonna happen, but given the fact that they're gonna host it supposedly on the 25th is a testament to what that says about WWE. You know, it remains to be seen how it's going to work out, but honestly, you never know. One of the big things that I do want to address as well is the fact that Hell in a Cell over the last several years, obviously, for years the structure itself has been one of those matches that would literally end a rivalry entirely. It would end one of the big rivalries and whatnot, and that right there, it ended the rivalry with Shawn Michaels and the Undertaker and Mick Foley, John Cena and Randy Orton, Sheamus and Orton, DX and Legacy, and even also Brock Lesnar and The Undertaker as well. And also, even though it never really did end, the Usos and the New Day, yes, shockingly enough, tag team championship invaded Hell in a Cell. So it was pretty cool. But at this point, you never know. Alright, you guys, oh, here it is. Okay, so apparently Jeff Hardy wants to introduce an old character to WWE. What is that character, you may ask? Well, it ain't Brother Nero. That's for damn sure. And if you haven't figured it out, it was indeed from his days back in TNA, but it was known as Willow. Yes, Willow. Apparently, he wants to Apparently he wants to bring it to WWE to battle The Fiend. So shout out to Brian Joyce for this article. Jeff Hardy is an incredibly creative and imaginative wrestler. He has shown his ability to create more than most, although a number of his creations have come outside of WWE. Now he has revealed that he wants to bring an old character to the WWE Universe. The character in question is Willow, an alter ego used during his time in Omega and Impact Wrestling. Hardy took to the WWE on BT Sport Twitter to let fans know about the character and who he would like to face. Here's the tweet and the quote. So WWE on BT Sport, the official Twitter says, "We never knew we needed a Willow versus the Fiend feud until Jeff Hardy said it to us. He said, quote, my dream is to bring him to the WWE Universe. Sign us up immediately," with a couple of emojis. Willow is my go-to wrestling persona, so man, that's another dream of mine that I would like to do before I'm done. To bring Willow into the WWE universe and see what happens, he said. I have a strange feeling that something crazy cool could happen between Willow and The Fiend. Hardy has not wrestled Bray Wyatt in his career. Both are currently wrestling on SmackDown, but with Wyatt involved in the Universal title picture and Hardy wrestling as the Intercontinental Champion, it may be a while before they square off. The Willow character has not been seen since Hardy returned to WWE in 2017. The Brother Nero character had been reduced to cameo appearances in the Itchweed character, and the Itchweed character was only used during the House Hardy Halloween special. So obviously, so for me, I do remember Willow so much. I remember, Jeff Hardy was going through a phase in his career and in his life where we thought that Jeff Hardy was going to be done and we were going to have Willow, permanently. But at the time, General Manager Kurt Angle of the GM, the General Manager of Impact Wrestling at that time, Kurt Angle, he had said that he wanted Jeff Hardy back, and sure enough, we got him back. We got him back literally 1 week later, and I mean, don't get me wrong. The new character, the Willow character, it was absolutely perfect. I absolutely loved it, and I would love to see it in WWE. I think it could really do. I think Willow, Jeff Hardy's character, could do so much in WWE. I mean, who knows? Who knows if he does? If Jeff Hardy does drop the title to AJ Styles at some point, and he gets involved with the Fiend, hands down, we could definitely see it. We could definitely see it happen. But knowing WWE, that might not be possible. But again, you never know. It is WWE. Anything can happen. Alright, you guys, that is going to do it for this video. Question of the day. Do you guys want to see Willow in WWE? Let me know in the comments below. And that is going to do it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you guys smash the thumbs up button. And if you guys are new to this channel, and you guys love seeing these types of news videos for WWE or for Yu-Gi-Oh!, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you guys do not miss out on any new content that comes your way. And be sure to follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Both of my Twitters and my one Instagram. The links are down in the description below. And if you guys have any fan mail that you want to send me and would like to see me open it on the channel, my address is at the top of the description below. And on that, this is your boy Nash, signing out.